Yeah. Waiting for the... Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to DeKalb County United Soccer action right here on DeKalb County United YouTube channel. Brian Martin with you on a gorgeous Saturday evening for the home finale of the 2026 season. It's Madison Fire in town for a game against United. Madison enter the game in 6th place in Group B of Division 2 with no wins, 2 draws, 5 losses. They've scored 4. They've given up 15 for a goal differential of -11, and they're on 2 points. United enter the game tonight with 3rd place in Group B of Division 2. 4 wins, a draw, 2 losses. They've scored 12, conceded 8. That's a goal differential of +4 and 13 points on the season. United will be in their traditional green with black bands, green shorts, black socks, white numerals and trim. They will be going from left to right on your screen. Madison Fire are going from right to left. They're in all white jerseys, black shorts, gray socks, red numerals and trim. And Madison Fire will kick it off to start this afternoon's game. And we'll get you starting lineups here as soon as the match starts. For those of you just tuning in and might have been doing some other things this afternoon, we are at halftime in Miami with France trailing England 4-0 at halftime in the 3rd place game of the 2026 World Cup. Ball is out of play on the far side. It's a throw-in for United deep in Madison Fire territory. Throw in to Vance Sheffield, number 19, making his debut for United. Understand that he is somewhat of a beast. We'll see how that works this afternoon. And that's been the tradition here in DeKalb County United. Once some of the other leagues that are around the country get cleared up and stop their play, their players are always looking for places to go, and they'll call up coach and say, hey, can you use me? And we wind up getting a bunch of good defenders and Division I players and good strikers, and always have had a really good closeout to most seasons. That ball is cut out, and it will be a foul against Madison Fire and a free kick for United, taken quickly by number 11, Carlos Flaco Lopez. In goal for Madison Fire, number 39, Kyle Peck. It's number 33, Liam Cahill. Number 16, Marcelo Chavez. Ball down in the corner and goes too far, looking for number 11, or number 16, Tyler Murphy, and out of play for a goal kick for Madison. Number 17, Jonah Wallace. Number 29, Mac Gaskell. Number 20, William Holtzum. Number 25, Omar Luna. Number 19, Charlie McGinnis. Number 21, Owen Pertzel. Number 23, Gavin Manning. And number 18, Jackson Chachow. For United, in goal for his first time at home this season, number 00, Connor Waite. In the defense, number 31, Patrick Bohan. Number 33, Charlie Ames. Number 20, Ardit Abdullahi. And number 12, Z Kada. In the midfield, number 37, Baylor Deneau. Number 9, Luke Knotts. Number 10, Joey Rodino. And number 11, Carlos Lopez. Up front, number 16, Tyler Murphy. And number 19, Vance Sheffield, both making their season debuts for United. And as I said, Sheffield is supposedly a very special player. We'll see how that pans out for this afternoon. Game time temperature. As we start here, we're looking at bad boy up 87 degrees under sunny skies and a little bit of a breeze. This is Murphy. Now to Lopez. Turns. Fires across. To Sheffield. Sheffield. To Lopez. And then back to Sheffield in the give and go. And he goes down in the penalty area. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty. I believe it's a penalty. Depends on where the referee is spotting the foul. He's saying that the foul occurred right outside the penalty area. United players are disputing the call. I thought the trip happened inside the penalty area, but the referee is unwilling to give the penalty kick there. But a nice give and go between Lopez and Sheffield, and already Sheffield paying dividends with a dangerous free kick 18 yards away from goal. To the right of goalkeeper Kyle Peck, to the left of goal as United looks at it. Murphy is there standing over the ball. Flaco Lopez is standing near the ball. And I believe Sheffield is also standing there. We'll see who gets it. It's a 3-man wall for Madison. They kick it right into the wall. Ball pops up. Rodino keeps it in play. Gets it to Lopez, who turns and spins around three guys, weaves his way through, goes down, and that is the referee is saying play on. This is Sheffield. United are attacking voraciously here in the first half. In the opening 4 minutes of play, we are just about ready to drip into the game's 5th minute. Goal kick for Madison Fire. United a little incredulous that the first foul was just outside the area, and the second foul, the referee, he gave an unusual signal, and Coach PJ Hamilton has indicated to the assistant referee nearest to him, that's 2 that you've missed already. And we're in an enclosed air-conditioned press box. It's probably a good thing because I know PJ, here they come again. This is Sheffield fighting for the ball. Gets it back. Danu comes all the way back here into the deep defense. That is number 31. That is Patrick Bohan. And that is Kada. And now here on the near side to Ardit Abdullahi. Abdullahi chipping ahead. Headed across the face of goal, and there's nobody there. And it goes out. Nobody was a runner. Murphy was there. Rodino was there, but they were yards away from the ball. And it goes over the byline for another goal kick for Madison Fire. Madison Fire on a 3-match losing streak, at least in terms of previous results. They lost 3-0 at Chicago Soccer Academy on June 13th, 3-0 to Chicago Ghost on June 14th, and 1-0 to Chicago Soccer Academy on July 11th. Baylor Danu heading it down to Connor Waite in his own penalty area, and it gets back to Danu, who now cycles as they try to come out of the back. This is Kada. That is Bohan. That's Kada in his left back position. Back over here to Charlie Ames as the right center back. And Bohan again. So Madison has scored only 4 times all season. United beat Madison by the score of 2-1 on May 30th. It's been almost a couple of months since we last saw these guys. United have a really large hill to climb. They have 2 more games after tonight. Should we win all 3 games, it would get us to 22 points. Chicago Soccer Academy can get to 22 points tonight if they beat RKC Third Coast. And since Chicago Soccer Academy have beaten us once, it'd be head-to-head. There's Murphy getting around one and then taken back. If we beat Chicago Soccer Academy next week, that would get us in better spot because we'd have a win and a loss against them on the season. We're winning a tie, I believe. I believe that's one of our ties. It was a 2-2 tie, maybe. I'd have to look up the results. And I look up the last 3 games, and anything beyond that I don't usually check. So we'll see if we can't find that out for you. Long throw-in, cut out by Baylor Danu, and Joey Rodino now knocking number 16, Marcelo Chavez, off the ball a little bit while United possessed. And United have had probably 85-90% possession thus far here in the first half. Those of you who watched England's historic collapse against Argentina, Argentina had 86% possession over the final 20 minutes of play. And I don't know that you want to give Lionel Messi 20 minutes where his team has the ball about 16 and a half minutes of that 20. 9th minute of play here. We are scoreless. Final home game on the season. 2 more to go at Chicago Soccer Academy on the 21st and at Chicago Ghost FC on the 23rd. And that will put an end to the festivities for the 2026 season. See what we can do here over these last 3 games. United have a somewhat of a record to be going for. The team has never won more than 5 league games in a single season. And 2 wins out of the last 3 would get them their 6th league win and would be their most successful league season ever, going back 9 years, or going back 8 years plus this year's number 9. Next year is year number 10, season 10, and we will see how it all works out. This is Lopez, finds Sheffield. Sheffield loses the ball but gets it back, and then Abdullahi bangs it off of the kneecaps of number 8, or shins of number 18, Jackson Shachow. And Lopez gets a push and gets around 2 men, weaves through the middle, looking through ball, comes back to Baylor Danu to Murphy. Murphy to Sheffield. Sheffield oversteps 1. Has the ball taken away from him in traffic. Madison Fire will try to come back. Ball ahead, looking for number 29. That's Matt Gaskell. Down in the corner, but Bohan cuts it out and gets it back to Connor Waite, who gets it back here on the right wing to Bohan. Gaskell pressuring just a little bit, but Charlie Ames is there to relieve the pressure in the central defensive backfield. Back to Bohan, and it'll probably come up on the near side here to Abdullahi, number 20. Abdullahi gets it to number 16, Murphy, now to Lopez, number 11. And then back to Abdullahi, who's in behind the defense, down along the right-hand side. He goes in near the penalty area. He tries to cut one across the face of goal, but it's cut out. And back to Lopez, who chips one back post, and it's headed away. A nice effort by the defender, number 21. That is Owen Pertzel back on defense, and the ball goes out of play for a United throw-in. But Abdullahi put in a nice cross, but it didn't clear the first 2 men, which were both Madison Fire players, and they headed it further on and out of trouble. Abdullahi to Bohan. And back to Charlie Ames, who's just racing through the midfield like nobody's business. And it comes all the way back. Crossfield chip to Abdullahi, controls it down by the Husky logo. He tries firing in one he was looking for Lopez near the penalty spot, but it goes off of a Madison player out of play for a throw-in here on the near side. Right, almost even with the penalty area line. And Bohan is the long throw-in specialist. He's got Sheffield near the back post, and he throws a spinning corker, goes straight up in the air. Madison Fire still have not cleared, and now they clear it out, and it comes way up and over the touch line for a throw-in. That was actually up. That went up in the air higher than I thought it was coming up. I was coming up here near the press box, but it does not. Not that it matters. Bohan again. I don't want to call too much attention to it, but Bohan's throwing is highly illegal. But, there's the ball again, looking for someone at the back post. That's Gaskell again. This will be Bohan. Gets around 1, muscles his man off for the second one, and they call it a foul. Foul on Madison. And that means Joey Rodino will take the free kick, and Rodino will take the free kick right off the nose of the NIU Husky logo. Right off the top of the nose of victory here at the NIU Soccer Complex, which has been our home every season. 10 yards have been given a 2-man wall. This is angled left about 45 degrees from goal. Goalkeeper Kyle Peck is playing to his far right. Ball coming in, back post, and it goes way over everybody's head, out of play for a goal kick. Peck was allowing 2 men to defend pretty much the left-hand 2/3 of his net because Peck was way over. Now, one could argue, well, he has time to get over there, but most goalkeepers will play on a free kick the goal in thirds. There's a middle third, a left third, and a right third. And you will play the line usually. So if the kick is going to the goalkeeper's left, he sets his wall up to protect the left-hand side. and then we'll play on the line between the right third and the center third to cover as much of the middle part of the goal, which is not protected by a wall, as possible. It's seeing a goalkeeper cover, he was almost on his post, so he was covering pretty much the left, maybe 1/3 of the third. So if he can get there, that's fine. Like I said, most goalkeepers will defend 2/3 of the goal by centering themselves on the 2/3 and let the wall take care of the rest. 15th minute of play here in DeKalb. Still no score. United haven't really come close. There have been no shots on goal yet for either side in the match. And as far as I remember, maybe not even a single corner kick yet. This is Lopez. It's a nice little move. He just kind of pulled it away the last second, gave himself some space. It's back to Charlie Ames. Madison pressing just a little bit now. The ball comes up the sideline looking for Flaco Lopez. It's Lopez or Sheffield. Looking for, if he turns around, I'll be able to tell you. Was looking for Lopez. This is Rodino to Abdullah, to Rodino, back to Abdullah, now back to Rodino, and then back all the way to Charlie Ames. And he'll cross it over to Patrick Bohan on the far right, far left-hand side of the field, as he's got plenty of room in front of him. Gives it up. Now it comes to Zikada, now to Bohan. Madison starting to press the back line, especially since they're playing up so high. And weaving through is Bohan, just weaving through the midfield. Still has it, gets it to Sheffield, top of the D. He has it, he's being muscled, or attempting to be muscled, but he keeps the ball, gets it to Lopez. Lopez, give and go to Sheffield. Sheffield down the corner, he gets ridden by number 17. That is Jonah Wallace, ridden off the ball and goes away for a goal kick, and Madison Fire will have the ball for a goal kick again in the game's 17th minute. Long goal kick. That's Baylor Deneau heading it. Now Rodino has it. To Lopez. Lopez back to Rodino. Rodino chips to the far part of the penalty area. Comes right down to advanced Sheffield. Sheffield over his head. Back to Baylor Deneau in the midfield. And Deneau gets it into the center. That's Lopez going down, no foul. I do believe that was a clean tackle. Ardit Abdullah now here on the near side. Back to Ames, and now up to Bohan. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Patrick Murphy. Now it's Bohan. Tyler Murphy. Patrick Bohan. Tyler Murphy. Okay. Baylor Deneau, number 37. And back to Bohan again. Luke Knotts, first time we have mentioned his name all game, playing a central midfield role this afternoon. Like to see Luke a little more involved in the passing game, but seems to be taking the center of the park quite nicely. Zikada looking, and it's, again, the pass is a little too long. The ideas are right, the execution is off. We are in the game's 19th minute now. Still no score. I want to remind you that this copyrighted broadcast of DeKalb County United Soccer is provided for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of the description, pictures, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of DeKalb County United is prohibited, and the announcer on this broadcast is approved by and volunteers for DeKalb County United. Play continues. Players for Madison thought there was a foul there. Lopez, ball is banked off a player, and it goes right straight to the goalkeeper, but wide of goal. And so another block shot for Madison Fire, as neither team has dared to trouble the shots on goal counter this afternoon as we head into the game's 20th minute. Apparently I've raised the ire of our normal public address announcer, who wasn't really appreciative of me telling everyone that his homeland is ahead 4-0 over France. Or perhaps mentioning their collapse the other night. This ball comes straight through to Connor Waite. Nick will get me back in 2027, I'm sure. Abdulai, quick, tipped the ball away. Abdulai all over the place. And it's 87 degrees out there. He's just running around like a man possessed. Well, all the way back to the keeper, he realizes he can't pick it up, and it's out of play. It's a throw-in. Ball came back to Peck, and then he started to bend over, and then realized he can't pick that ball up, so he had to play it with his feet and just kicked it out for a throw-in. That'll be taken by Tyler Murphy. Way deep. Just tosses it into the penalty area where Lopez is waiting. He turns, finds his man, and a shot just high and over the bar by Joey Rodino. Lopez with a nice feed back across the grain to Rodino, but he did, like so many do, got behind the ball. And it's a truism in soccer. And you can try this out in your own backyard. If you are behind the ball and you try to kick it, you will put it into the air, unless you are Lionel Messi. Most of the time, the ball needs to be under your head or under your chin, as they say. Murphy, all alone, fires across the face of goal and scores. Patrick Murphy, or Tyler Murphy's first shot on goal as a member of United, and he has scored in the game's 22nd minute. And United lead it 1-0 on the first shot of the ball game. On his debut, goal by number 16, Tyler Murphy. Murphy with a goal on his debut, and it looks like they'll take this opportunity on an afternoon that's very hot for our hydration break. But we are now we're at the game's 23rd minute now, but they have decided to take a hydration break at this time rather than start playing and have to stop it again. And I do absolutely understand why, especially for collegiate level and younger players, summer soccer players, where a hydration break is important. You don't want anybody getting sick. For professionals who are playing all kinds of weather, I don't know. In the World Cup, it just seemed like a lot of the games turned after hydration breaks, where coaches had an opportunity to do some real coaching for that 3-minute time span, as opposed to the usual hand signals or shouts from the touchline. But we're waiting, of course, to see how the leagues across the world handle hydration breaks when the seasons start here in August. Will they continue the trend? Will FIFA continue to insist that they be done? I'm having a hard time thinking about a game in that gray December rainy 35 to 42 degree weather having a hydration break. When players, I think, are probably trying to stay warm. But we'll see how that all plays out. This is not a 3-minute break. It's just enough for a little water, a little seltzer, chance to relax. 1-0 in favor of United. 22nd minute goal by Murphy, his first of the season. And just to review the scoring leaders for United, both with 5 goals, both Jamison Carl and Luke Knotts have 5 goals apiece. Carl was injured in the RWB Adria State Cup semifinal game and will miss the remainder of the season. And so Luke Knotts, the golden boot for United, is there for the taking. And he's got 3 games, including tonight, to get it. This is Lopez. Almost got the ball through. He's looking for a handball call. Rodino starts to close his man down. Madison having trouble even getting it through the midfield. This is number 17, Jonah Wallace. Lopez hawking number 33, Liam Cahill. Still hawking him, making him go all the way back to his mate in the back line, number 23, Gavin Manning. And now back to the keeper, and then right in the dangerous area with Luke Knotts just rolling in on it. The defender got in the way and put it out to the side, and now Madison come back the other way. That was number 20, William Holtzum. Saved the goalkeeper's bacon because he put that right out in the dangerous area. And now a chip ahead looking for Murphy, who's looking for a second. Murphy gets around his man. It goes out of play off of number 18. That's off of Jackson Shotchow for a United corner kick, or a United goal kick. In the game's 26th minute, 1-0 United. United have not lost a league match. They're unbeaten since June 6th. That's not their longest unbeaten string just yet. This will be Ames. Just being allowed to go uncontested into the attacking area, as he and Bohan are basically the back line for United are playing in right there. As you can see, they're playing in Madison territory as United look for a second. Lopez trying to slide one through. It's tipped away. It gets oh my. That was Jonah Wallace again involved in knocking the ball just far enough away. I'm going to check and see who that was. That might have been Knotts coming in on that play. So wait, I think he's the only player who I haven't. Yeah, it's Luke Knotts that was on that ball. This is 29, is Matt Gaskell. Intercepted, knocked away by United. Now United have a 4-on-5. This is Sheffield. Sheffield has it back. Coach P.J. Hamilton said that Sheffield is special. This is Rodino. It's got Abdullahi here on the near side as an outlet. He goes into Flaco Lopez, who tries chipping back to Abdullahi. And Lopez comes away with it, tips it ahead looking for Knotts. Ball comes back out. Charlie Ames they get in a tangle and a foul on Ames against number 29, Matt Gaskell. And Madison Fire will have a free kick in the game's 28th minute. 1-0 United. On a goal by Tyler Murphy in the game's 22nd minute. Put it far post as he was coming down the left-hand side. Tucked it just inside the goal post for the game's first goal. Ball's out here on the near side, almost in front of, right about in front of the Madison bench. United will, of course, be the one throwing it in. It was off of Madison Fire. Abdullahi into Baylor Danu. Fighting with number 16, that's Marcelo Chavez. Now Madison come back with it. Danu hawking number 33, Liam Cahill. Cahill continues, and he stutter steps to the top of the penalty area to the right. Now Kada has taken over the defensive duties where Danu was, and then ball goes way up in the air as Connor Wade has to punch it away and out of danger. And it's a throw in on the far side down in the corner by the corner flag. As Madison with their first sustained possession in a while and their first sort of dangerous, their first touch in the penalty area. If we had a heat map, we could prove that. Murphy retreats to Lopez, playing way back to help out on defense. And Abdullahi weaves through, then decides to kick it back to Bohan on the far side. And now up to Kada, number 12. Rolls all the way through, and Madison Fire will take it. And United have the ball. Free kick. Be Charlie Ames. And Abdullahi, number 20. Chipping to the center of the park. Cut out last second by Charlie McGinnis. United will try it again, this time Murphy from the back. Long diagonal pass for Lopez, but not far enough and headed out by Madison. This is Abdullahi looking for the throw, and he's got Baylor Danu in front of him. There's Flaco Lopez, and then back to Abdullahi after Abdullahi re-enters play. And all the way back to Charlie Ames in the game's 31st minute of play. Stay with us. We will have the Illinois State Cup Women's Final. Long shot off the post. Oh, my. Van Sheffield with a shot from the blue, and it hit the post to the left of goalkeeper Kyle Peck. So close to a second. United are preparing 4 substitutions here on the near side in front of me. We'll see who they are. It looks like it's going to be Lucas Tran, Kitai Mukuka. I believe it's Ayman Farah and number 24, Paz Ende Ishimie. We just call him Paz. Because Ende Ishimie takes a long time to say. Paz is short for Pacifique. Long ball cut out by Jonah Wallace again. Madison looking and taken right off his foot by Charlie Ames. This is Joey Rodino with some time and space, but all of his mates were headed back the other way. So he's going to take the time to get the ball out on the far left side. Cross coming in, looking for Sheffield, and right into the waiting arms of Kyle Peck, who goes up to get it and steer away the danger as he catches it, and now will distribute out to the center of the park, where number 20, William Holtzum, takes it. Headed forward. It's Charlie Ames again. Ames to Knotts. Knotts holds it up for a second. Far side to Kada. Up the wing on the left-hand side. Crossing in toward the penalty area over the head of Lopez. But Abdullahi, does he keep it in? No! He tried keeping it in, tried moving it, pulling it back into play, and his ball came right back and hit the top of the crossbar. But it looks like it is substitution time for United. Back to live action. 4 substitutions. Farah, number 25. 18 is Tran. 26, Mukuka. And number 24 is Paz Ende Ishimie. And it will just be Paz from here on out. Throw in for United on the far side. Game's 34th minute of play, 1-0 in favor of United. Madison coming through, ball on the near side, coming in number 32. That's Jesse Ward, who's now in the game. He tries to do a step over, tries feeding back to the center of the penalty area, nobody home. Comes all the way back to number 23. That is Gavin Manning. Manning gets it back to Ward down in the corner, and Paz sniffs that one out and puts it over the byline for a corner kick, the first one of the game for either side, and the first one for Madison Fire. So it's like Jesse Ward has added a little spark. For those of you who are watching or are doing other things and kind of keeping track, you're not going to believe this one, ladies and gentlemen. In the 80th minute in Miami, France have scored 3 times in the second half. It is now 4-3 England. Mbappe on 48 and 66. Sandwiched around a goal by Barcola on 54, and it is 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. What looked like an absolute rout has turned into a soccer match. And I posted on my Facebook page the other night that I thought if these two teams took the game even remotely seriously, even if they weren't really going to play for a 1-0, that this could be an entertaining match, and it's turned into one. Shame I can't see it. Ball down in the corner. Looking for the cross in, headed out by United. The back line has been really super strong for the last 5-6 weeks. The only game that they really were off was that 3-0 loss to RWB Adria. But they're, 8-time national amateur champions. That's going to happen. Every now and then you're going to have a bad game. They just picked the wrong night to have a bad game. Ball is coming up here to number 26. That is Mukuka. Katai. Feeding back to the center. Shot. Save. Rebound. Off the ball. Off the post. Knots again and out of play. First shot came in, was saved. And then it came back. 2 more United substitutions coming on. Number 30, Britton Sala. Number 36, Luke Polacek. We'll get them announced here to the crowd. Number 30, Britton Sala. Number 36, Luke Polacek. So United have used all 6 of their field playing subs. The only one who's still not entered the game is Rami Atia, who is tonight the backup goalkeeper, as Connor Waite gets the first start at home for the club. Might be his first start all season. I don't remember his name being mentioned in previous matches on the road, but I don't get to any road matches. Throw in coming. Chipped ahead. Abdullahi knocks it down. That's Salah, number 18. Oh no, that's Lucas Tran, number 18. So I get for not looking at the match board before I say anything. Poked ahead. This is number 26, that's Mukuka. Katai winds up and fires. He hits the post behind the goal. So you hit a frame. That was a wildly speculative shot. In the game's 39th minute, still 1-0 United. Pressing the goalkeeper, Mukuka actually left the passing lane open for number 23 to get a Gavin Manning. Looking through the midfield and slightly held up. Here comes Waite to pick it up and out races number 25, Omar Luna, who was bearing down, but Connor Waite came off his line to grab it before there could be any damage. This is Tran again. A little bit of loss of cohesion in the defense now, just for a moment. Ball is ahead. If he's onside, Murphy can make a cut in toward the goal. He is onside. He chips back to the penalty spot. It's Katai was looking for it, was punted away by Madison Fire all the way back to number 24. That's Paz. It's Bohan. Murphy to Bohan again. Bohan up to number 36. That's Luke Polacek. Polacek along the touchline on the far side. Taken away. Murphy intervenes. Ball gets to Bohan. And he will cycle it back to Lucas Tran. And then on the near side here to Paz. He's got space and time as he gets it to Mukuka. Katai. I think I'll just go with Katai. Don't make our own guys upset. Coming back and tracking back is Farah. Now Katai has it, number 26. Farah into the midfield. Murphy has options, slides a ball straight through, and it's knocked away. And they're saying it's out of play, offside on the far side, and it'll be a free kick for Madison Fire. "41st minute of play. 1-0 United on a 22nd minute goal by Tyler Murphy. I am keeping my eye on the France-England game at the same time. Internet score apps are wonderful. Shepherded out of play for a goal kick. Connor Waite will have it. The game is in the 86th minute of play in Miami. And it is still 4-3 in favor of England. I don't know if England should blow this game if we want any Englishmen anywhere near cheese knives or butter knives or sharp instruments of any kind. Give and go to Murphy. Out of play off of United. And free throw. Yeah, we're playing basketball. A throw-in for Madison Fire. Intercepted by Murphy. But he hit it ahead too far for himself to chase it. This is Farah. And out of play.
I don't know if you have it. Okay, perfect. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Double duty, Mr. Ryan Martin.
This is Gavin Manning. Throwing it in. Bohan has it. Stick around afterwards. I think we'll have a different live stream on the YouTube channel. We will be live streaming the Illinois State Women's Cup Final. The United Women have qualified, and the ball ahead. If Katai can get there, he's racing after it. The ball just slips away. It was a beautiful through pass, but just a little strong. And Katai could not catch up to it. And so it goes over the byline for a goal kick. The women will take on Naperville Soccer Academy, NSA, in a match. And like I said, I think that's going to be a different stream, but it will be on the DeKalb County United YouTube channel to watch the ladies look for their third cup championship in their history, state cup championship. And it would be the first time that cup championship could be delivered on home soil. We'll see how that plays out in an hour and a half's time or so. This is Farah fighting off two men and keeping possession. Unbelievable strength by the young man. Murphy to Katai. He's got the overlap with Abdullah. He decides to do a little foot trick, and then Abdullah has it here on the near side. He gives it off, and Katai goes into the space and gets it. Tries to get around one man. He does get around him. Now he's got two in the corner. Bumped off. The referee's assistant is waving a foul. It is a foul on Madison Fire, and so United will have a free kick angled about 25 degrees, maybe 30 degrees left of goalkeeper Kyle Peck in the game's 44th minute of play. So United will have a free kick. Murphy and Katai standing over it. The referee has got the magic spray. He's marked his wall for Madison. There'll be a two-man wall. Most of the United players are out by the penalty spot as the kick is being examined. Katai is there. Murphy is there. Murphy puts his hands up. Chips to the front of goal. It's over. It's headed out. Ball continues to stay in. This is going to be Paz from the back. Keeps it alive for Abdullah. We got our back line playing in the penalty area. This is Murphy dancing around. Gets past one. Clips in toward Katai. Ball falls at the feet. Oh my! Luke Knotts and the defender for Madison Fire put his knee up and kneed it over the top of the crossbar. Oh my goodness. We have reached the end of regulation. We're hoping to get a signal for how much time is left. It's first half stoppage time. We got a corner kick down here. United's first corner kick of the game. Murphy again. Chips. Headed. Turned. Oh, and Murphy fired. It wasn't Murphy. It was Knotts down in the corner. It was Murphy firing, and then it was 36. Was Luke Polacek, who fired over the top of the bar. So we're in first half stoppage time here. There's been no indication of how much. And England have gone up 5-3 as Saka converts a penalty in the 87th minute. And I believe that might secure third place for England. He gets his hat trick. And England are up 5-3 as we are heading into second half stoppage time down in Miami. So they held on this time.
2 minutes.
And it's a 2 minutes. Right. So we probably played about 35 seconds of the 2 minutes already. Looking for a foul, none. Katai tries to slide the ball through, looking for Murphy and can't find him. Katai goes back, holds up his man in the center circle. That was Farah. This is number 23, Gavin Manning.
Yes,
Taken away by Farah. Abdullah down in the corner. To my left, he turns and fires the ball over the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for Madison Fire. 1-0 the score. Probably into the second minute of stoppage time. Throw-in comes to number 23. That's Gavin Manning. Not a 33. That is Liam Cahill. Cahill to Jesse Ward. Let me cycle it over to the Husky logo on the far side of the field. Ball's chipped in near the goal area. Weight is in there somewhere in that mass of humanity. Knocked down, and that is halftime. 45 minutes in the books. And the score at halftime. DeKalb County United 1, Madison Fire 0. We'll take a break from the broadcast for a few minutes, and we'll be back for the second half of this home finale. Once again, your score, DeKalb County United 1, Madison Fire 0. Be back in 15 minutes.
Unmuted.
Thank you. Welcome back to live action, second half here in DeKalb. United lead. Madison Fire 1-0. Brian Martin with you here in the gantry, press box, whatever you want to call it, here at the NIU Soccer Complex in DeKalb, Illinois, on the campus of Northern Illinois University. It's been our home since day one back in 2018. Final game of the regular season. Looks like the guys that closed out the first half will be here starting the second half. That's been the way it's gone. In the Midwest Premier League, you can have 7 named substitutes, and each substitute can come in, and the player they substitute can re-enter one time. So what teams have been doing this year is doing their substitutions at the end of the first half, letting those subs play for part of the second half, then bringing the starters in at the end. That's the way most of the teams have handled it all year. Chipping around in the back of the area, Katai has it. Now here in the corner, it's number 30. That is Britton Sala. Back to Kada. Now Kada again. Give and go with Farah. Keeps it in play. Madison Fire get it, though. The ball dribbles away. This is Charlie Ames, number 33. Into Luke Knotts in the center of the park. Now he's weaving his way through. Gets past one man. Stops, stutter steps, turns around, keeps the ball again, turns around, goes again, gets it to, and the shot is right at the goalkeeper by Luke Knotts. Third shot on goal for United. Madison Fire have yet to trouble the shots on goal target. United held, I can't remember which team it was, to no shots on goal. I believe it might have been CKS was Loca in the State Cup game. First time the team had ever held an opponent without a shot on goal. And they've done that at least through the first 45 minutes of play here. Second half, and over goes Tyler Murphy, the author of the opening goal. Free kick to United here just in front of me in the press box on United's side of midfield. Katai puts it back in play to Charlie Ames, and then over to Ayman Farah. Carries it into the attacking zone, continues. He's by the Husky logo. It's pretty deep for a center back. And now here to Salah. Weaves back toward the center of the park and over here on the near side to Ames. Ames has Katai on his right. It's an in and out back to Katai. Katai fakes the shot. Gets it to Farah. Farah, see Kada on the wing. Kada looking to put the ball in toward the penalty spot. Nobody there. Headed out by Madison Fire, and Charlie Ames will take it here on the near side. Gets it to Salah. Paz now has it. Chips a long ball looking for Katai at the left side of the penalty area and out of play, and Katai pushes him down. It's a foul and a free kick for Madison Fire. 49th minute of play. We are 1-0 in favor of United. Tyler Murphy on his debut with a goal. And then later on, Katai put one off the post. Kyle Peck puts the ball back in play. Number 39. Ball given away by Farah. Weaving back now, Madison Fire with a little bit of possession here. I'd say United probably had 75 to 80% possession in the first half, and they're dominating possession again here in the second half with Zikada coming through the midfield, but it gets away from him and pressing the ball now here on the near side. Katai tracks back to take it away from number 33. That is Liam Cahill, and all the way back to goalkeeper Connor Waite, and then gets it to Charlie Ames, and then over to Ayman Farah, number 25. Ames near side to Z Kada. Or no, that's Tran. Kada is on his right. 18 and 12 are not even the same number, and I got that one wrong. Back to Tran. Back out to Kada. Now back into the middle, looking for Sella. Ahead to Kada. Across the face of goal. It's headed up. Trying to get a hold of it. Farah has it. Turns. Turns again. Hawked. It's time it's Tran. Lucas Tran holding up. Farah. Chips it, looking for Katai, who has it down on the far side, left side of the penalty area. Down, and he tries too many footy tricks and rolls the ball himself over the byline for a goal kick for Madison in the game's 52nd minute of play. Madison cycle it back. Trying to come out of the back now. That's Jonah Wallace. Moving it on ahead. Fatah makes the man turn. Madison still in possession. Over here, number 33, that's Liam Cahill. Now, near side, number 19. Loops one into the penalty area. And the only person there was Charlie McGinnis looping it in. Only person there was Connor Waite, who scoops the ball up and sends it down. And you know what's coming next, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed that scoop, head on out to Culver's of Sycamore. They're our uniform jersey sponsors this year. And get a couple of scoops of delicious frozen custard or any one of their other frozen treats. Butter burgers. They got some of the best chicken tenders you'll find anywhere. Culver's of Sycamore, proud jersey sponsor for your DeKalb County United in 2026. Welcome to Delicious. Long ball ahead. Madison down in the corner, closed down at the top of the penalty area, all alone. He's got a shot and he turns and fires just wide. That was number 33, Liam Cahill. Had lots of space and time and got just a little bit behind and underneath the ball and sent it just wide of the far post to the left of Connor Waite. Now Luke Knotts. He's got Katai, right side of the penalty area. Ball bounces on him. He turns. Gives it back, looking for Farah. Ball goes over to Abdullahi. Now to Katai. In toward Knotts, just over his head. Knotts put his hand up as if to say that's a good idea, but Knotts a little too tall for Knotts. And it goes over the byline for a goal kick for Madison Fire.
One option I found.
Here in the game's 54th minute of play. 1-0 in favor of United. Madison still have the ball back in their own third. Ball is ahead to William Holtzum. And then all the way back into the defense, number 19, that's Charlie McGinnis. And then over to his mate on the other side, that's Jonah Wallace. Ball up the far side and just goes too far. And United will have a throw-in on the far side. They lead 1-0. And again, in case you're just joining us, I've been doing other things. Maybe you were out doing some yard work or some family backyard barbecuing or something. If you missed it, because it's a third place game and quite honestly, not a lot of people watch it, England holds off France today 6-4 in a game that was 4-0 halftime to England, and France tried a valiant comeback, but there's Katai alone, and he comes down, and that's a penalty. There's no doubt that's a penalty, and it's going to be a yellow card for denying an obvious scoring opportunity. He grabbed Katai by the arm and pulled him down. He might be protesting, but methinks he doth protest too much, if we may be Shakespearean today. That's going to be, I can tell by the blonde hair. He's the only blonde-haired kid out there. Number 17, Jonah Wallace, with a yellow card here in the game's 56th minute. He's lucky the referee considered that he was making a play on the ball. I don't think he was. I mean, when you pull a guy's arm, that's not really making a play on the ball, but it's going to be Farah. Farah, number 25. I'm going to double check that. I believe that is Farah. 25. I will double check it. With the penalty, he steps forward, takes a small step, shoots and goes right into the breadbasket of the keeper. It's a save. It's a shot on goal. United should be up 2-0. Instead, it's still 1-0. I have no idea why Farah was in there taking the penalty when you have team leading scorer Luke Knotts, who scored on a penalty in the game in his last game, out there on the pitch. I don't know if that's players giving each other. I don't know how we determine that. It won't matter to you. You won't hear the answer, but I'd be curious to ask Coach PJ Hamilton how they determine that when you got Knotts out there on the field and he scored 5 goals all season, is your leading scorer and has converted a penalty kick. That ball ahead looking for Owen Pertzel goes out of play on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for United. As they get ready to bring 2 substitutes in, we'll announce those right here. Number 11, Carlos Porto Lopez, and number 19, Vance Sheffield. Foul. And we go to Madison Fire. It is number 11, Carlos Flaco Lopez, and number 19, Vance Sheffield back in the match for United. 1-0 to score. Should be 2-0. There was no power behind that penalty. There was no pace behind that penalty. Again, not sure why he's taking that penalty. Ball comes in toward the keeper, and it goes right straight to Connor Waite, who rolls it out on the far side, and that's Ardit Abdullahi with it. Ball ahead, and it's going to be offside. Yep, Katai was about 5 yards offside. Having watched Katai now for 2 seasons, parts of 2 seasons, because he hasn't played every game with the club. He's had some games where he wasn't here, wasn't available. He is very inconsistent. You don't know which Katai you're going to get. Are you going to get the guy who's going to shoot the ball 45 yards over the crossbar with a wild shot from 35 yards out? Or are you going to get the guy who makes the brilliant pass, gets a return pass, and slots one home? Today, we've got the inconsistent Katai. I'm 5 yards offside because I want to score so badly that I'm not paying attention to where I am on the field to be able to receive a pass from a teammate. And I know some of you watching go, "Well, why are you hypercritical? You're the club picks you to do these games." That's right, but it's not all rainbows and lollipops for your favorite team or the team that you work for. When they play poorly, you need to say so. And if they happen to watch the game and if they're honest with themselves and they see what they did and they see the criticism, maybe they can work with the coaching staff on fixing that deficiency or working on their attitude or working on their work ethic or whatever. We know the guys who put in a shift and put in a succinct shift every time. This is Lopez turning and firing right straight at the goalkeeper. That is the 5th shot on goal for United. on the night to none still for Madison Fire. They have a hard time getting out of their own half of the field and into the United attacking third. I think they've been in the attacking third like twice. Lopez tracking back. Gives it away. Farah loops one ahead for no one in particular. He put a ball in, and that's one of those plays. It's an in-between play. You had Lopez and you had Sheffield both breaking to the net. The ball came back the other way, so they were starting to come out of the penalty area to track back, and Farah got it and put it back in, not noticing that his mates had stopped running toward the goal and away from goal. And that's a ball that the Madison Fire gets through, and they're looking to get it past. And nice play. That's Paz. Paz is an amazing defender. I hope he knows that. He seems to be everywhere, and it's a quiet game. He'll just sort of come back, and he'll sort of just be there, or he'll track back. Or he'll track back like crazy and just come up with an amazing play. He's been a wonderful addition to the team. The whole back line has been really, really good this season. And there's a ball. There's a free kick that I don't even know where that was going. As Joey Rodino will step into the limelight along with Tyler Murphy. We'll get those announced here shortly. Number 10, Joey Rodino. Number 16, Tyler Murphy. So, Farah with a very weak penalty, and just now a free kick that defies description. United are preparing two more substitutions as Baylor Danu and Patrick Bohan get ready to come back onto the pitch. That might complete the substitutions for the night. Ball's cut out. Nice play there by William Holtzum. This is Katai, far side. He's probably got just a few more minutes left of his stretch tonight. He's going to throw it in. Comes to Abdullahi. And now all the way across here to Murphy. Murphy has Zika on his left. His little semi-step over. Chips it down into the corner looking for Kada, but Madison Fire put it out. And there will be another pair of substitutions for United. It'll be number 31, Patrick Bohan, number 37, Baylor Danu. United substitution, number 31, Patrick Bohan, number 37, Baylor Danu. Almost called him Taylor Swift over the PA announcing. Baylor Danu and Patrick Bohan. This is Lopez has it. Long distance shot and way high and way wide and nowhere near the goal. Another speculative effort. Goes way out of play. Tipped away. Now on the near side. Given away right to Baylor Danu in the midfield. He's got Murphy. Murphy has Rodino cutting in front of him, and he keeps rolling straight on through. Gets the ball to Lopez. Lopez turns, has a man on him, gets shoved from behind. Pushed down again. No foul by the referee. He did keep possession, so I think the referee was playing advantage, but almost knocked him over. To Sheffield, back to Lopez. Lopez cutting through the penalty area is all alone. It's blocked. Comes back to Luke Knotts. Knotts fires it in. Blocked again. Knotts from long distance rolls it just past the post. Just past the post. In the game's 66th minute, it is 1-0 United. Stolen away. This is Rodino down in the corner, chasing. Blocked. Rodino comes back for it. Madison Fire have it, but go right to Baylor Danu. Danu to Murphy. Murphy cycles it out on the far side to Abdullahi. Murphy again. That's Knotts. Back to Murphy. Move forward. That's Katai. Turns around. Ball's dispossessed. Madison Fire have it again and again. Katai with a poorly handled ball. Murphy hawking in the midfield. Madison Fire get it up on just past the midpoint line, and United take it right back. Here's Luke Knotts. It's 5-on-4. Knotts rolls it ahead to Katai. Dishes and gives it back to Murphy, and Murphy just fires it over the crossbar. Oh, brother. Tyler Murphy set up beautifully. Katai laid it off to him, and Murphy had a wide open shot and got behind it and put it over the crossbar. That is the story of the evening so far. Guys getting behind the ball. Got to get your head down over the ball, gentlemen. Swing through it like a golf shot. Head over the ball, not behind it. Madison Fire now chipping, headed out strongly by Charlie Ames. Number 16, this is Marcelo Chavez. Tracking it down and fires just wide. Oh my. Madison Fire with a rare attempted goal. And we've got a break in the action for the famed hydration break as we hit the 68th minute of play. We'll be back. We'll just kind of keep the microphone open here, but we'll be back as in a few seconds for hydration break. Your score in minute number 68, DeKalb County United 1, Madison Fire 0. You're watching DeKalb County United Soccer on the DeKalb County United YouTube channel. Your DeKalb County United would like to give a shout out to Diane and Kurt. Thank you, Diane and Kurt, for all that you do, all that you're doing, all that you will do. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for attending this afternoon. I know the weather's kind of warm. I see a few people with umbrellas. Hope you're enjoying the game. Stick around because the women play for the Illinois State Women's Cup right after this match is over. Hydration break is just about over. And I haven't really paid much attention to the referees tonight other than when they haven't made a call. Maybe it's just me, but our center referee and his assistant on the far side look like they're in high school. But there is, of course, an age where everybody looks like they're in high school. And there's an age when everybody who's in high school thinks everyone else is 75 years old. So I understand. It's a relative thing. So we're going to get a restart. And the Madison Fire players had their hydration break, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but they've left their bottles scattered entirely along the sideline, touch line, if you will, right in front of their coaches. And hopefully those get moved at some point because players do wind up going out of touch every now and then. As United gets the game restarted here in the game's 70th minute, so we'll probably have a 2-minute stoppage time at the end of the half here, minimum, to allot for that. And that ball goes way away. As was that? Who was that? That was Paz. Kicking that one out. After I give him such great praise, he has an absolutely horrible clearance ball. Oh well, It is what it is. Final game of the season. Got about 20 minutes of soccer left. 20 minutes plus some stoppage time in this season here at home. See if United can win another game. It would be their 5th of the year. It would tie a record for most league wins in a season. And they've done that 4 times before. This would be the 5th time. And they need 1 win from either Chicago Soccer Academy or Chicago Ghost in their final 2 games to set an all-time record with 6 league victories, which would also give them the most points in a league season ever. So still some things to play for. I don't know that the guys know that. I don't know that the coaches know that. I know that those of us that keep track of that stuff for the trivia that we're able to provide during a match know that. Ball's out of play on the near side, and Bohan with another one of those weird corkscrew foul throw-ins that nobody seems to catch is a foul throw-in. I don't know if you can see it on the YouTube screen and how much you can magnify, but watch where his hands are. It's both hands from behind the head. Watch where he starts. Well, that one, of course, he wasn't trying to throw it 45 yards. Next time he gets a throw and watch it, he kind of corkscrews it from behind his ear, which the position alone is against the laws of the game, but that's trying for a give and go. Tripped up ever so slightly. Lopez stays on his man, or that was Sheffield staying on his man. Ball comes through, but it's 1-on-3. Rodino comes up from out of nowhere, takes the ball away from number 16, Marcelo Chavez, and United have the ball again as they start to make another attack. That was looking for Bohan on the give and go and didn't happen. Ball gets headed in. Rodino hawking Chavez. The ball goes all the way back out and out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Nearest player there was Jonah Wallace. He got the yellow card in the 56th minute. And a Madison Fire substitution. It'll be number 18, Jackson Chachow. Coming into the game. And the substitute left the far side of the field, so that's good to maintain that timely substitution rule. Headed up in the air. Rodino, or that's Knotts, turning again, gets between 2 men. Gives it off to Sheffield. Lays it off. Shot. Saved. Went down, saved it, kept it in front of him, kept it from rebounding away. 6th shot of the game for United. Baylor Deneau hawking his man. And out of play. Throw in for United. Comes back here to Rodino. United have been knocking on the door for a while. Just can't make that one magical pass that leads to an open shot where you can get some power and some pace. Lopez chips in, and falling down is Sheffield. He hits the turf in disgust. He was all alone. Rodino from long distance just winds up rolling it right on the goalkeeper, and it's a save, though, because if he didn't stop it, it's a goal. 7th shot on game for United, and Baylor Deneau will track back and tip it to Charlie Ames. Start it all over again with Rodino. Here on the near side to Baylor Deneau. He's chipping it forward, and he finds traveling for Katai in behind, but Katai comes up, tries to take the ball away. It's knocked away by Sheffield, and a foul. Katai knocking over number 21. That is Owen Pertzel. And Madison Fire will have a free kick with the goalkeeper taking it. That's number 39, Kyle Peck. Haven't mentioned his name in a while, even though he's made a couple of saves. He has 6 saves tonight. Ball punched straight up in the air, and it comes way out of play here over by the United bench. And 2 more substitutions will be coming in for Madison Fire. Number 30 is Yassine Bazi, and number 24, I believe, number 24 is Aiden Hampton. So Yassine Bazi and Aiden Hampton. And it will be number 21, Owen Pertzel, to put the ball back in play. here on the near side, right next to the coaching staff of United. And there's another person that never learned a good throw in. Guys, it's a fundamental. Cut out. And the new, oh no. Charlie Ames tried to get there, but it goes out. It's a throw in for Madison Fire. This will be Owen Pertzel again. Ball gets, and getting in between those paws to get in between number 29, that is Matt Gaskell, and the ball to allow Connor Waite to claim. Waite has not been troubled yet this evening. He's seen a few go past him, but they've gone wide of the post. So no shots on goal yet for for Madison Fire. And the ball comes back here to Charlie Ames. Game's 77th minute. 1-0 United on a 22nd minute goal by Tyler Murphy on his debut. United on a hot evening, just content to make Madison do all the hard work. At the end of a 70-some minute match, as Rodino almost gives it up. Ball comes back. It goes into the midfield. It goes straight through. Luke Knotts is on the ball. Clears it back through. This is number 33. That is Liam Cahill. To number 20, William Holtzum. Tries a spin move. Intercepted. Ball comes all the way back here, and it's going to go to Sheffield. Nope. Sheffield can't get there. Madison Fire keep it in play in there in the United half of the field, and they'll cycle it back and try and regroup. Long diagonal, but Baylor Deneau just there backs up, heads it away. And Deneau takes the return pass from Katai. He's flying down. He's got a man on his right. He's looking for Sheffield and reaching out and tipping the ball away at the last minute. Number 19, Charlie McGinnis. It's a throw in for United deep in Madison Fire territory. But Katai with a beautiful pass up the touchline for United, and it is actually a corner kick. Ball went out over the byline, so it's the second corner kick. Looking in near the far post, headed down, missing it is Sheffield. Total whiff on that ball. It bounced and he just went right over and fluffed it. Madison Fire now coming back 2-on-2, now 2-on-4. United have dropped people back. This is Yassine Bazi. Another ball rolls through, and Madison Fire have it. United have squandered so many opportunities tonight. Fluffed penalty. Sheffield just a minute ago, ball bounced on him, but that's a striker's ball. It bounced and he just whiffed it on the half volley. I know. It's easy for me to say that. I'm up here. I probably couldn't do it. Yeah, I was a goalkeeper. There's a reason I was a goalkeeper, because I couldn't do stuff like that. And I knew it. Got to play to your strengths. And unfortunately, in this day and age of social media and Sports Center highlights, everybody wants the Sports Center highlight goal when you're all alone in the backyard and you just kick it into a net goal is just as equally as valuable and just a lot easier, but not flashy. Although I have to admit, the goal that Gordon scored the other night for England was a thing of beauty. The way he did it. Waite puts the ball back in play. '81st minute of play. Still 1-0 United. This is a game that could or should be 3-0. And it should be much more comfortable than it is right now. Rolling through, and Murphy lets the ball roll, and Waite lets it roll over the byline so they get the goal kick as opposed to him picking it up and getting pressured. He's got time. The timing rules, the 10 seconds for a goal kick, corner kick, throw in, those are not enforced in the league. Those are World Cup enforced rules. Although seeing how successful they were in the World Cup at keeping the matches moving, I think it'd be foolish if the leagues themselves didn't implement those. They were simple. The whole injury rule, there was one player who was penalized for that, and there were maybe 3 or 4 players who had to wait the minute out of 100 and what is now 103 matches. That's a pretty impressive showing. And number 17, Jonah Wallace, is fouled. He's taken a knock. He's down on the far side by the Husky logo. We'll see what happens. No card on the play, just a knock on the knee. Yeah, you watch the World Cup and see how the matches at least kept going. They kept moving. There wasn't a lot of standing around. I think every league in the world would be happy to make and watch nothing. And the substitution rules were nice. If they could just get rid of the flopping rules, that would do it. And not flop. There are no flopping rules, but if they would enforce those more vigorously than they do. Ball is ahead looking for Sheffield, and it's out of play. It'll bounce all the way into the stands on the far side. Oh, well, near the stands on the far side. So United will have a throw-in. Baylor Deneau had his hands up over his head back here near me. He's on the near side. Ball gets through the legs of a player. Now it's into Sheffield. One-on-one. He turns and fires and over the bar again. Coach Hamilton, he's special. I know. I'm just having a go at Coach. But another over the bar. Here comes Luke Knotts. Trying to go back to Sheffield again. He has it. He's hawked from behind. He's going to go one-on-one. I think this is the same thing. Long shot right at the keeper. He fumbles it just ever so briefly. But the 8th shot of the game and the 7th save, and of those 7 saves, every single one of them were cupcake easy. Lopez takes it away. Tries to get muscled off the ball. Doesn't. Keeps it going. Moves to the right-hand side of the penalty area. And he finally goes down, and the referee says play on. That was number 33, Liam Cahill, with a bit of the... That wasn't aggressive. He shouldered him off. Shoulder-to-shoulder charge is perfectly legal. There's nothing that says your shoulder charge has to be dainty. You can lean. You can certainly bump with great force, as long as it's shoulder-to-shoulder. There's Katai down along the byline. Gets it back to the top of the penalty area. It's Sheffield one-on-one. Does a foot movement, kicks the ball, and pops up in the air. And goes over the byline for a corner kick. Not a shot on goal. It's the 3rd corner kick for United, and Sheffield once again trying to go one-on-one. Shoots it, and it either gets blocked or goes high. It got blocked high and out of play. So I believe it'll be Luke Knotts coming here on the near side, number 9. Yep. To take the corner kick to my left. On the near side of the field in the game's 85th minute of play. United 1. Madison Fire 0. Good opportunity here, and he goes right to the front post, right where a Madison Fire player is waiting. Murphy gets it down in the corner to Knotts. Back to Murphy. Murphy loops and swings it in. It's blocked and headed away by Jonah Wallace, number 17. Katai has it. Tries going down the byline. He gets around again. Slides it across at the post. Pace blocked. Sheffield was blocked after the keeper made the initial save. So the follow-on was blocked, and now all alone, and there is Baylor Deneau is going to get a yellow card for the professional foul because as soon as the ball went over his head, is it Deneau? I'm keeping my eye on it. I think it's Deneau. Yeah, Baylor Deneau with a yellow card here in the 86th minute. He just pulled him down because the ball had gotten in behind. There was nobody back behind him. She just grabbed him. We've seen that before. And a yellow card. This will be Jonah Wallace. Free kick, 86th minute of play. 1-0 United. Liam Cahill, number 33, is a big strapping guy. I don't know what he is. He's got to be at least 6'1", 6'2". Long ball, off the post, rebounds out. Deneau has it, kicks it wide and loose. It's for Katai, looking for it. Wallace fights with him for it. Katai pokes it ahead, and here they come. United, it's Knotts in behind, and Kyle Peck comes out of his goal to make the play. Comes off his line to corral it. Knotts now pressuring. Ball went off the post, so it's still not a shot on goal for Madison Fire. Getting a foot in. Long ball all the way down, and they'll probably let it run out. They do. They let it run out. They'll run over the byline for a goal kick, so United can take their sweet time. Not have to worry about being pressured. Our very own Ram is delivering pizza from Papa John's in DeKalb. That is the official pizza sponsor of DeKalb County United. He's delivered it upstairs. He's golden. Ball is ahead. Chop, knocked down. This is Lopez. And knocked over is number 18, Jackson Chachow.
Be careful, it's hot.
88th minute of play here in DeKalb. 1-0 in favor of United. Ball is out of play off of Madison, so United will have a throw-in. We've seen all the substitutes we're going to see tonight. It's these guys to ride out the last 2 minutes plus stoppage time, which is probably 2 minutes, maybe 3, because there was a card, but cards don't take that long. They used to count 30 seconds for a card, 30 seconds for a substitution, but now they actually keep the actual time. That card took all of about 10 seconds to deliver. Sheffield alone in front, fakes the man, shoots and saved and parried away. For a corner kick, number 4. Shot on goal, number 10 on the game. Sheffield again, this time denied. As Peck parried it over the byline. Short corner to Murphy. Murphy chips it, fires it in, headed away. Katai chases after. It'll be a throw-in. We're just about ready. We are in the, give it 2 seconds here, 90th minute. We're in the final minute of regulation play here in DeKalb. It's 1-0 in favor of United. They got to hang on here. Madison Fire looked like they were pressuring the ball. Connor Waite gets it over here on the near side to Charlie Ames. Haven't heard him much all game, but that's because the ball has been mainly in Madison's half of the field. The defense has been hardly troubled. That's Paz. Holds it ahead. It's Katai on the wing. Crossing for Sheffield. Goes down, and the referee says play on as a corner kick. So that's corner kick number 5 in the ball game for United. United have dominated the game possession-wise, on the shots, corner kicks. They just have not been able to convert a lot of their opportunities. Most of their shots on goal have been fairly weak, and we are looking at 4 minutes of stoppage time. The referee's assistant has noted there are a minimum of 4 minutes of second half stoppage time. Minimum of 4 minutes. That ball went out of play, and it's a corner kick for United. Their 6th of the game. Once again, Papa John's pizza been delivered to the box. Headed down by Bohan. And cleanly saved by the goalkeeper, Kyle Peck. Ball is ahead. Chipping. Paz, shoulder to shoulder, and Connor Waite comes off his line. Takes the ball off the head of Marcelo Chavez with Paz right there, shoulder to shoulder beside him. Rodino looking for Danu. Danu gets past one. It clanks off his shin on the attempted clearance right to the goalkeeper, who claims and plays out here on the near side. Chipped way ahead. All the way down, and no one's going to get it. It's going to be a goal kick. Ladies and gentlemen, your player of the match this evening, with his debut goal, number 16, Tyler Murphy.
Is that voted on the poll?
Tyler Murphy is the player of the match.
That's great. Because that's what he just said. The same thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Apparently, the social media poll says the same thing as I did. Tyler Murphy, the man of the match. Madison now with the ball. In a 1-0 game, it's hard to pick any one player on the defense out. Everybody seemed to play well. And if there's a player of the match, to me, it seems to be either a goalkeeper, if he made a phenomenal save that kept the game scoreless for Madison, or the guy who scored the game's only goal. That's how I look at it. Now, last week we gave for 2 assists because he did have 2 assists, and they were both very important assists in the 2-0 win. So we gave it to Katai. They were both beautiful passes. United trying and desperately. I don't know what it is. They try these fancy moves and they don't work. Sometimes straightforward is the answer. Referee keeps them going. Luke Knotts now. Sliding ahead, Katai with Lopez. Oh, and a fine save. And he goes past to chase it. Save number 11 for Kyle Peck. He went down and got that one, parried it, kept it close to him, and he went over and almost crawled over to get it. To keep it a 1-0 ball game. Does Madison Fire have enough left? Oh, there's a free kick. Luke Knotts taking down the player. We'll see how much time is left. The referee's kind of checking his watch a little bit.
That's the funniest chant ever. Peter,
I can't.
I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref.
Okay, Madison Fire with a long free kick way up over top. Back post. Comes down. Oh, he just put it over the bar. William Holtzum put it over the bar. That may have been their best chance all night. I've been told that the chant by the kids on the track that come down on the 80th minute is, that's it. Full time here in DeKalb. Your final score, DeKalb County United 1, Madison Fire 0. We'll have stats in a second. I got to do a couple of PA things, and then we'll stay on the air for a minute and give you a final recap in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, with that win, use the promo code DKCU50 on Sunday, July 19th. That's tomorrow. 50% off all regularly priced menu pizzas at Papa John's. Get some for your World Cup watch party. You will not be disappointed. 50% off all day tomorrow. We thank you for your attendance this afternoon and for your continued support of DeKalb County United Soccer. We are looking forward to having you all back again in 2027. Please stick around. We've got the women's title match for the state cup coming up next. If you have to be someplace else, make your way home safely, please. The Illinois State Police remind you that seatbelts are your best protection in the event of an accident. And for all of us here at DeKalb County United, staff upstairs doing the live stream, the volunteers all around the park, the board, the players, the coaches, we thank each and every one of you for coming out, and we wish each and every one of you good night, good soccer. Stick around for game 2. Okay, the final score again here, DeKalb County United 1, Madison Fire 0. United now on 16 points on the season and have temporarily jumped into second place in advance of RKC Third Coast's match with Chicago Soccer Academy, depending on who wins or loses that match. Final stats again. Shots on goal, 12 for United, none for Madison. Corner kicks, 6 United, 1 for Madison. But where it counts is on the scoreboard. And on the scoreboard, once again, your final, United 1 and Madison Fire 0. Well, it's been another terrific season of United Soccer. We had a really good team, played very, very well. We saw a lot of wins, a lot of goals, a lot of exciting plays. I'm looking forward to more of the same in 2027. I thank each and every one of you out there for listening and for watching later on whenever you get to it. This is Brian Martin saying we'll see you in 2027. And from the NIU Soccer Complex in DeKalb, where once again the final score, DeKalb County United 1, Madison Fire 0. We say to you, so long, everybody.